$100,000 a day is a pretty unbelievable amount of money. I mean, most people actually dream of making $100,000 a year. So imagine making $100,000 in a day. I want to make $100,000 in a day with e-com, so I want to watch this video with you guys. It's by Davey Bogarty. He's the e-com legend. Let's check it out and see what we can learn.
In today's vlog, I went to see one of Australia's fastest growing e-commerce brands, Lucent Globe. These boys are changing the way that Australians wash their dishes and are currently doing $100,000.
Lucent Globe. I've actually never heard of them, which is funny because they're so big, right? It's just crazy how many incredibly big Shopify stores are out there that I've never heard of, even though I literally study these brands every day.
Days after just a year of business. Watch until the end and learn everything that they did to go viral on social media, become a renowned brand in Australia.
That's awesome. So the reason why cleaning businesses are so damn good for social media, not because they're mass market, but simply because of the anticipation. So people see something dirty and they see it start being cleaned and they want to see the entirety of the video. We're going to see Lucent Globe.
That's already a golden nugget right there. The visual benefit of a product or something to take into consideration whenever you're trying to build an e-com business. I know that for a fact too, because at Akemi, we do media buying. That's our service. We are media buyers. We're some of the best. And some of the best ads that we run tend to be ones that hook people towards, to stay longer in the video. So not only does that work with the algorithm on organic platforms, but even on paid media, it also works. So that's a really good golden nugget.
Globe now, so they one of the Daily Mentor clients, they're doing 100 grand days and they're selling a cleaning product. Like EcoWorks did $50 million, another Australian success story. Alyssa and Lysandra are doing cleaning products as well. So we'll get all the secrets of it and chat a bit about Daily Mentor as well. Go to Tesla. I always love Gold Coast. Queenslanders are a different bunch, but I love them all.
That's true. I haven't traveled South Australia.
People say that about South Australians as well though. Bloody weirdos down there.
E-commerce is just really, really difficult. Like, if you don't have someone that lives and breathes the brand, things just fall through the cracks. If you think about in e-commerce, you need to be a customer service expert, you need to be a product expert, you need to be a marketing expert, and you need to understand operations and finance. Like, that is like 5 job descriptions. It's just incredibly difficult. It requires a huge amount of adaptation as well, simply because as soon as Facebook changes something,
that's so true. I always think the same thing. E-commerce is one of the toughest business, funny enough, but there's a low barrier to entry, at least with branded dropshipping. So that's why it's popular, but that's why so few people actually make it, because it's pretty dang hard.
As soon as the content angles kind of change that you need to pivot the whole organization.
That's why these days, I don't mean to interrupt so much here, but I just want to give out my thoughts. One of the best side hustles is just being a creator, an affiliate creator, because all you have to worry about is making content, or becoming a freelancer or agency for a specific service. That's also very simple. Like for us, media buying, I mean, it's not easy per se, but it is way easier than it used to be. So it's a really good service and it's simple for us to just focus all in on, right? We don't have to worry about a million different things. It's just media buying. So it works well. That's how we get great results, because we're very focused on that service. That's the downside of e-commerce, is you got to do so many different things. So it's really hard to succeed.
You're buying a Tesla. Yeah. Just now.
Yeah, you can buy them online. You can buy them online.
Did you really buy a Tesla? No. What would I have?
Stocks. I really just want to let myself in. Hello, mate. How's it going?
Ready?
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Howdy. Long time no see. Howdy, Jeff. This is cool. How long have you had this warehouse for?
2 months.
2 months?
Yeah, 2 months.
Yeah. And you filled it up pretty quickly?
Yeah.
This is so exciting. And how much revenue are you doing per day now?
Had a couple 100,000 days.
That's awesome. That would have felt so good.
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah,
Was that a
cool.
pinch me moment?
Yeah.
Yeah. Show me a product, because you've got the laundry ones and then you've got the dishwasher ones as well.
Good. So then we added.
That's a cool warehouse. I like the colors.
Oh, that smells way better.
Yeah, well better smell.
Yeah. And are you in retailers yet?
Not yet. We're in talks at the moment.
And who's doing all your packing, pick and packing?
Yeah, we got a few guys.
Little brother.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sassy. God, it would get hot in here, guys.
It's actually not too bad.
Yeah. This is
probably will
this
get
is as
worse.
cold as Gold Coast gets, though, isn't it, today?
It'll be a real test in like December. We got little like fans for all the guys.
Yeah, I saw those. I thought they were like $2 drop shipping fans or something, but they look like they're pretty
They're the
good.
real deal.
What content are you shooting? You've got a bit of...
See our latest video?
Nah, show me.
Don't actually use detergent
To wash their dishes.
Most Aussies don't actually use detergent to wash their dishes. They use bleach. And that bleach is crazy expensive.
Wow, this content is amazing.
Why are you eating off this? Because big brands have brainwashed Aussies into buying their expensive plastic bags full of expensive chemicals and expensive bright colours.
Our dissolvable detergent
This
sheets
is
are made from
awesome.
plant-based ingredients.
feel like
They're pre-measured,
300
zero waste, and come with biodegradable packaging.
And we only posted it once.
Wait,
To save money on their washing, while
Organic.
supporting
Yeah,
Aussie
organic
small
on TikTok.
business, head to
That's
LucyWorld.com.
crazy.
Or
just
just
a
interact with
milk.
this post to help us
That's
get
what's
shown
been
more.
like.
I mean, that's literally the High Smile playbook too. For those of you that know High Smile, they run these same exact kinds of ads. They're like super dopamine filled and fast paced with a lot of visual and audio design into them. They're really so good.
Peaked, what, 14 hours? Yeah.
Imagine what it's going to do on performance.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can do an ad where it's like one of you's dirty dishes or like the big brands and then one of you's like loose and glow. And you can play on the twin thing. Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. So I'm Brody, I'm 27. I'm Roger, and I'm also 27.
I'm Josh, I'm 28.
So yeah, we founded Loose and Globe. So my brother and I started back in 2022. We really wanted to address the problem of just plastic pollution. I guess what we'd seen going around the world. Coming up with the idea for a sustainable cleaning product that doesn't use plastic packaging was something that we saw was trending well overseas and clearly had a market, but also addressed a
They saw it was trending overseas. That's the benefit. There's a lot of downsides of not being able to do business in the US, but there's also tremendous advantages by just simply taking what works in the US and taking it overseas like they did. That's amazing.
massive environmental issue, and was really just a good thing to do. Product is basically a sheet of detergent. So basically you just put it in some water and it'll just dissolve within a couple of seconds. And then, yeah, it pretty much creates the detergent inside.
Real quick, if you appreciate these clips and interviews that I put forward for you, then please make sure you use our Shopify link in the description to start your own Shopify business with an exclusive deal. And also make sure you check out akemulab.com for additional resources, free tools, guides, and just a lot of interesting stuff that will help your journey, even some software deals that are exclusive to akemulab.com. So make sure you do that and continue watching the video.
The machine, so you're not wasting all this water or plastic packaging to actually get it to the consumer. I think we started just in our garage with our first lot of stock and trying to figure out how to learn how to market, how to run ads, and set up the website properly, and just educating people actually was a big thing, and we were able to do that through the content that we created, which was a big factor in helping us get to where we are. We all share the same kind of niche hobby, which is collecting Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Me and Brode actually managed to find some really rare cards, rated it. Essentially, it was like the only one in the world. We put it up for sale on this group that was of everyone in the entire world, well, everyone who was interested in the entire world. And this guy Josh from Southport was like, "Yep, I'll buy it." And from there, he just kind of took an interest in what we were doing with Loose and Globe.
Yeah, I remember meeting the boys probably about 12 months ago, and they came to me and they were like, "We've got this business, the product's great, we've built this following up, the content's really good, but we've just spent this money on stock, it's stuck on this ship, we've spent this money on ads, and we're stuck here, we need a bit of money, we need a bit of guidance." But my background wasn't on e-com, it was more on real estate and other businesses, but I knew the boys and I believed in their vision. And so I came on board as one of the directors as well.
Just through the process of, I guess, us learning was...
That's kind of my goal too. I'm not going to lie, is to be able to be some sort of investor, because there's genius people out there with genius product ideas. And I have a lot of experience and, some good cash flow. So I would love to invest in brands and be able to be a part of them if I think they're really good, like something like what they're doing. And that's what Davey's doing too. He's such a genius with Daily Mentor. He's, these guys are Daily Mentor clients, which is super cool.
Everything was super organic, and we've just really taken that organic approach and pushed it into our paid ads, which we, pushed mainly on Meta. And that's really been the key driver of our growth. Is just organic, genuine content.
Specifically like short form content, I guess, like TikTok, especially Instagram Reels.
About 6 months ago, we saw a tipping point, which was based around content. From one day, we sort of 10x'd what we were doing just through organic content. And then from that day since, it's just continued to increase from there. So I think now, we're doing $100,000 days, and 12 months ago, we were doing $1,000 days. When we launched our products, we're always sort of following the approach of like, just get the minimum viable product out, and then we get feedback from that. I think when we launched our dishwashing sheets, it was a real, realistically, we were the first people in the world to sort of really make a push for that. And we saw initially that the formula wasn't up to scratch. And I think since then, we've sort of had some pretty brutal, reality checks into needing to improve the product and improve the experience for the customer. And I think that's sort of been the last, 9-10 months. It's been a journey to sort of, working with scientists and really doing whatever we can to provide the best product. And we're starting to see the results of that. But yeah, it always felt that it was, especially when you're small and you're kind of relying on those reviews and you start getting some rough ones, each one really can take a hit. And I think, we just sunk as much of our time and effort as we could into coming up.
I love the idea of just launching minimum viable products too. I think there's a common saying that if you wait for your product to be perfect, you're probably too late on the launch. And I believe that. I think there's a million different ways to succeed. You can make your product perfect, still succeed, obviously. But I think you learn a lot from the data that you're gathering once you launch.
With a better product, and as of 2 months or a month ago now, we've launched our new product, which we're seeing 95% 5-star. The reception's been really, really good, which is a testament to, I think, the work that we've put in.
I think one of the big things there was, even though when we innovated this new product and it wasn't great when we brought it out, because we'd done all this hard work in the past 12 months, building up this community, this brand as well, the people that didn't even like the product and said, hey, it's not as great as the pods, they were still like, but let us know when the new product is available, when the better version's available. We want to support you guys. We want to see the new version. And so they've come on the journey, and now that it's even 3 times better than the previous one, it's they're all we're so happy for you guys. We can't wait to see what else you have in store.
Yeah, and I think listening to the customer is something that's got us to where we are. Every email that comes in, every review we look at, we take it very seriously. I think my advice for someone who's looking to start an e-com business would be just start. Don't get caught up in needing to have the best idea and the best plan. Once you get going, those things will sort of start to fall into place. And I would also say don't be afraid to work hard, because initially, especially if you've got no experience, it's you need a hell of a lot of work to build up that skill. So I would say work hard and just start. I think I'd also add to that in that I think social media plays a big part of what everyone's doing these days. I would say get on camera, show everyone what you're doing. Even though originally at the start it might just be your mum and dad and a couple of mates who are watching it. If you believe in it, keep putting yourself out there, even if it's uncomfortable, and the results will come.
I think the most exciting thing is we still feel like we're probably barely started. We're still, whilst we've done all this, it's we're barely scratching the surface of what we can do. And so the next 12 months, we're super excited to see what's going to happen. Expanding internationally, getting into retail.
So it's the Loose and Globe lads. Appreciate their trust in Daily Mentor, and their story is really awesome. I think they're going to have really great results. They need to get a CFO, and their expansion in the US will be great, but I'm going to sign off for today. We're just going to start editing some vlogs because we're behind. Tomorrow we are seeing Simon Beard, founder of Culture Kings, $650 million exit, and we're seeing his new house. So I don't think anyone's done a house tour for him yet, so it's going to be pretty awesome. I don't have daily sale updates because it's the weekend and I haven't checked it, so we'll update on Monday. Bye.
Wow, that was really cool. Damn, Davey's making some great content these days. My goodness. Give it a like. Oh, 420.
Started to take on my big.
That's interesting. What a coincidence. Yeah, wow. So, some things we learned here. Organic content is extremely powerful. Dopamine-filled content specifically. Make it. I saw a little thing, but they used a high-quality camera with normal TikTok-style captions. That seems to be a powerful combination for organic content. And then, of course, the same thing that I talk about always that we follow at my agency, which is use the organic content that performs well and run it with paid ads on Meta. Great lessons, honestly, and a very simple product. They took a simple product that worked elsewhere, that was sustainable, it's good for the world, it's a good product, even though when they launched it wasn't that great, and then they made it better over time, and now they're doing 100K a day. Super cool stuff. Thanks for watching. Peace.